Korea and the United States will likely be making amendments of some kind to their FTA, and political parties in Seoul are sharply divided over the move. The opposition is demanding to know why the government has changed its stance and agreed to discuss an amendment. The ruling party, meanwhile, is calling for bipartisanship to find the best possible solution. Kim Min-ji reports.
Political wrangling among rival parties continued at the National Assembly on Tuesday, with changes to the Korea-U.S. free trade deal appearing imminent. Seoul and Washington agreed last week to start renegotiating their 5-year-old trade pact, following talks between the country's trade chiefs. The Korean government has stressed that it will take necessary steps, including a joint study on the impact of the FTA, but that stance is being met with a strong backlash from the opposition parties. The main opposition Liberty Korea party questioned the Moon Jae-in administration for agreeing to renegotiate after initially hinting that there would be no amendments. The minor conservative Padam party echoed those remarks, saying that the government is going back and forth and called on it to explain itself. In 2011, when the deal took effect, Moon's party, which led the opposition at the time, was against the deal, saying that certain clauses would benefit Washington more than Korea. The centrist People's Party also pointed out that for an amendment to take place, it needs approval from the National Assembly according to the law, adding that the government did not abide by parliamentary procedures. The ruling Democratic Party of Korea, meanwhile, is calling for bipartisan efforts in dealing with the situation. It said a renegotiation had long been on the horizon in view of U.S. President Donald Trump's protectionist tendencies, and so rather than criticize the government, the parties need to come together. It added that they will put the national interest first and closely cooperate with the government to come up with the best possible solution. However, the bickering will likely continue during the National Assembly's audit of government bodies set to kick off on Thursday. Trade Minister Kim Hyun-jong is expected to brief lawmakers on his recent visit to Washington and the outcome of the meeting with his U.S. counterpart. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.